Some stories are written in blood, others in song. This one is written in rebellion and sealed with love. This is the story of Xayah and Rakan, a world that forgot the Xayah. Long ago, magic flowed freely through Runeterra. The land breathed with it. Forests whispered, rivers remembered, and the Xayah, magical beings born of spirit and flesh, lived in balance with the world. But balance does not survive progress. As mortal civilizations expanded, magic was exploited, drained, and controlled. Forests were cut down. Sacred lands were claimed. The Xayah were pushed aside, hunted, or forced into hiding. Their culture faded into legend, and their anger grew. Xayah, the blade of memory. Xayah was born into loss. She grew up hearing stories of what the Xayah once were, protectors of nature, living embodiments of magic. But all she saw was decay, shrines abandoned, traditions broken, her people scattered and afraid. Xayah refused to accept this. Where others mourned quietly, she sharpened her rage. She learned to fight not like a soldier, but like a predator, fast, precise, and unforgiving. Her bladed feathers became weapons, each one a reminder that memory itself could cut. To Xayah, peace was a lie. Only resistance would save her people. Rakan, the heart of the old songs. Rakan was everything Xayah was not. Where she was focused, he was free. Where she was angry, he was joyful. Rakan belonged to a different Vastayan tribe, one that celebrated life, dance, and connection. He loved people, loved stories, loved the moment. But beneath the charm lay sorrow. Rakan had watched his own people fade away. Not through slaughter, but through forgetting. Traditions became performances. Magic turned into myth. He smiled, so others wouldn't see the pain. When blade met song, their meeting was not gentle. Xayah saw Rakan as careless, too loud, too reckless, too unfocused for the war she planned. Rakan saw Xayah as closed off, trapped in anger that would eventually consume her. Yet something bound them together. Xayah reminded Rakan of what was lost. Rakan reminded Xayah of what was still worth saving. Their bond deepened slowly, dangerously, until it became impossible to separate love from purpose. They did not fall in love despite the war. They fell in love because of it. A rebellion of two. Together, Xayah and Rakan became something new. Xayah was the blade. Rakan was the shield. She planned strikes against those who exploited magic, nobles, mages, and factions who profited from the destruction of Vastayan lands. Rakan infiltrated cities with charm and deception, gathering information and distracting enemies. They did not lead armies. They led fear. To their enemies, they were myths. To the Xayah, they were hope, love under constant fire. Their love was not peaceful. It was forged in danger, whispered between battles, shared in fleeting moments before the next strike. Every mission carried the risk of death. Every goodbye could be the last. Xayah feared losing Rakan more than she feared the enemy. Rakan feared that Xayah's rage would one day consume her entirely. Yet neither walked away. Because alone, they were strong. Together, they were unstoppable. The cost of rebellion. The world does not tolerate those who resist it. As their actions escalated, so did the consequences. Enemies hunted them relentlessly. Allies were lost. Innocents were caught in the crossfire. Xayah began to question whether her war would truly save her people, or doom them. Rakan never stopped believing. He believed in Xayah, in the Vastaya, in a future where love could survive rebellion. Two souls, one fight. Xayah fights to preserve the past. Rakan fights to protect the future. Together, they represent the fragile bridge between memory and hope. They are not heroes in the traditional sense. They do not fight for kingdoms or crowns. They fight so that their people will not disappear. Why Xayah and Rakan matter? Their story is not just about romance. It is about identity, about culture erased by progress, about choosing love in a world that rewards cruelty. Xayah and Rakan remind Runeterra that magic is not a resource to be consumed. It is a living thing, just like the people who carry it. Conclusion. Some rebellions begin with armies. This one began with a blade and a song. As long as the Vastaya are hunted, as long as magic is stolen, as long as love refuses to die, Xayah and Rakan will keep fighting, side by side, heart to heart, until the world remembers what it tried so hard to forget.